Hello everyone and welcome back to This Is Real Life. I'm your host Sheri, and on today's DIY Wednesday video, we will be wielding a chainsaw. I know, I'm a little nervous considering I believe I've only used a chainsaw once in my life, but that aside, we're gonna be wielding a chainsaw today. Well, technically tomorrow, and here's why. So, I had a company reach out to me via email a little while ago asking if they could send me a power tool. It says, "Hello, this is Real Life with Sheri. I hope this email finds you well. I am writing you on behalf of Wild Badger Power, a leading manufacturer of outdoor power equipment. We are impressed by your influence in the industry." That's very sweet of them to say. I hardly think I have any sort of influence in the industry, but I'll take it. They gave me a couple links to look at their tools. I, as you know, have the same response I always have. I responded, obviously, with thank you for reaching out to me. I tell them how I work. I tell them you guys value my opinion and my candid reviews. I technically am not accepting a collaboration per se, but if they would like to send me the product, I'll test it out and do a video on it, and that'll be that. Now, the bummer of it all, I had selected this really cool, weed whacker combo saw thing on a pole, but it was gas powered. And so they couldn't send it to me because California doesn't allow gas powered items to be shipped. So instead of that amazing tool that I would have loved to have tested, it was like a 3-in-1 tool, something I'd never seen before. Totally would have helped us with all of our yard maintenance in one tool. Instead of that, I picked, hold on, it's a big box, hold on. I picked this. It's a chainsaw and it's battery operated. Now, if you watched the garage organization and clean out video that came out last Friday, you would have spied this on one of my cleaned out shelves. I haven't touched it, I haven't used it. I literally opened the box just to see it, but other than that, we're in this together. I'm gonna unbox it, we're gonna check it out, we're gonna read about it, and then we're gonna go chainsaw some shit. Clicking on the Wild Badger Amazon link, this chainsaw is 40 volts, 14-inch brushless electric, 4.0 AH battery, which I have no idea what that means, and charger. It has smart cut technology. I don't know what that means either. $171.14. Now, that sounds expensive, but let me just tell you a little something about chainsaws. They're not cheap because when I moved into this house, there were a couple of trees that I didn't want. I had 2 rogue palm trees, one in my backyard and one in my front yard. Nothing about my front yard or my backyard alludes to tropical Palm Beach setting. No. So I went, because you know me, I'm like, well, I'll chop them down my damn self. So I went looking at my local hardware store pricing chainsaws. Let me just tell you, a Skill 16-inch chainsaw, $199. A DeWalt 12-inch 20-volt battery chainsaw, $199. $287, $169, $249. Here's one for $359. So yeah, chainsaws, not cheap. So, relatively speaking, $171.14 for a 40-volt, 14-inch battery-powered chainsaw did not seem bad to me. It seemed quite affordable. So I was like, hell yeah, send me the chainsaw. It says some things I don't know what they mean, but I'll just tell you them anyways. 40-volt brushless chainsaw. I don't know what brushless means. Equipped with smart cut technology. High chain speed at 54 feet per second, which is 5,500 RPMs. It does say easy maintenance. It features a 14-inch guide bar and chain that is common and easy to maintain. Front handguard and two-handed operation with locking rear handle offers additional safety. That's good. It has a 3-year warranty. If you encounter any quality problems over the life cycle of our product, please contact us. So that's kind of the details, more or less, about the chainsaw. Now, here's a funny story. After I was pricing new chainsaws from like the hardware store and choked, I decided to go on to the Let Go's or the Offer Up. So someone was selling a gas-powered chainsaw for 50 bucks. So I bought it. I never touched it. I just bought it and then put it in my garage. And then as far as the palm trees are concerned, I had a tree trimmer come around. I paid him $250 to chop down the palm tree in the backyard. And then he came around again and I paid him another $250 to chop down the palm tree in the front yard. Now I am in no way, shape, or form saying that we are going to use a chainsaw ourselves to chop down a ginormous, however many feet tall palm tree. No, definitely pay a professional to do something like that. However, I recently, when I was working on the front yard, had another different tree trimmer than what I normally use swing by when I was out front and asked me if I had any trees that I wanted trimmed. And it just so happens the big tree that is in the center of like the sidewalky area had a lot of dead branches. Well, he quoted me $300 and I said, oh, no, then I'll just call my regular tree trimmer guy. So then of course he was like, okay, $200. He did have to climb up into the tree to chop down some of the branches. Now, had I had a working chainsaw, I probably would have just done that myself. Because when I was having to pull out the tree that I killed, my first thing was, go grab your $50 chainsaw that you bought off of Let Go, crank that puppy up, and chop down that tree. Well, when I went to use it, it didn't work. I could not get it to start. I put gas in it. I did everything. I looked online. I even called my hardware store and asked if they repaired that specific brand of chainsaw. They said no. So I ended up having to throw that chainsaw in the trash. That's why you saw in one of the yard videos, I ended up ripping out that tree using my truck. So I ended up having to pay this tree trimmer $200 to trim 2 or 3 hefty branches. Believe me, they were hefty branches. But I don't want to have to be paying people to trim a tree that I could literally trim myself if only I had a chainsaw. And now I do. All right, so we know all about the chainsaw. Let's open this up and get it out. Oh my gosh. That's how it comes packaged very nicely. What do we got? We've got this premium bar and chain oil. Okay, this little box. Oh, this is our battery charger. And when, I have a perfect spot in my charging station for this. Now, this is a honkin' battery. This battery does weigh something, which I will tell you, when I picked up this box, I thought, oh, holy shit, this is kind of heavy. Like, am I going to be able to hold on to it, climb up a ladder, and use it? Am I strong enough to do that? Because it feels heavy. And this battery is pretty heavy. I don't have a scale in this house, so I can't really even tell you how much this weighs. I'm not a good judge of it. Like if you were to ask me, I'd be like, this weighs 10 pounds. It probably weighs 3, but it feels pretty heavy. So the weight, I am nervous about. Oh, item weight. Oh, I told you I'm not a very good judge of weight. According to this, the item weight is 15.17 pounds. That doesn't seem like a lot. But I tell you, when it's in my hand, it feels pretty heavy. Here, oh, come on. This has got to weigh more than 15. Or I'm just super weak. So this is it. Cute. I mean, the only thing that would make it cuter is if it was orange. So we've got a little sleeve thing. There's our little chainsaw. I don't know, there are knobs, there's locks, there's all sorts of stuff here. So we've got like our hand guard situation. So you hold here, you fire it up right here. You put your battery right there. I don't know about any of this stuff. Again, the only chainsaw I've ever used in my life, like I said, was one time, and it was a gas-powered chainsaw. And I feel like I had someone else start it for me. But yeah, we're gonna learn how to do this together. And to make it interesting, we're actually going You guys are gonna die. This isn't just going out and chopping down trees and limbs and doing whatever. I'm actually going to make an art project. I found this super cool. I don't even know where it was, how I found it. I saved an image to my phone because I thought it was cool. And then I thought, as you know, I always think I could make that. So not only are we testing out this chainsaw to see how well it works and if we should like continue using it, we're gonna make this. I know, it's gonna be super cool. Now, it is so hot outside. It's 105 degrees. So what I'm thinking, I am going to charge this battery up overnight. I'm gonna wake up super early in the morning while it's still cool outside, and then we will get to chainsawing. I'm kind of excited. You guys might think it's crazy, but I firmly believe, especially if you are a homeowner, you should have a chainsaw and you should know how to use it. Now, should it be this chainsaw? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I know I don't need to tell you, but just because Wild Badger sent me this chainsaw does not mean that this video is sponsored by Wild Badger in any way, shape, or form. They sent me this in hopes I would make a video, and I'm making a video, and then that's where our relationship ends. Just as with all my other test videos, I'm gonna be honest. I already told you, I think it's heavy. I think, okay, maybe this, I can get this. Maybe this weighs 50, I gotta get a scale. Maybe this weighs 15 pounds, and let's just say this is 3 to 5 pounds. Once this is inside of here, the weight of this almost feels to me like it doubled. Like, this is heavy. It's heavy, and I'm nervous about how heavy it is because, you know, I want to be able to walk up a ladder next to my tree, be able to hold this not only as I'm walking up the ladder, but I want to be able to hold it, stabilize myself while on the ladder, and be able to trim my trees. If I can't do that, then what's the damn point? So yeah, we're gonna find this all out tomorrow morning after I let this battery charge overnight. And then we're gonna make the art project out of the branches that I chopped down. I know, it's kind of exciting. I'll see you in the morning. Hey everyone, before we get super into it, I need you all to do me a favor. If you are watching this video right now, I need you to double make sure that you are subscribed to the This Is Real Life channel. Now, I don't ask a lot of my subscribers. I just ask that you enjoy the videos, maybe comment every now and again, stay positive and nice, and you do a great job of that. You really do a great job of that. But now I am coming on here to just remind you to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, because stats show that 60% of you that are watching these videos and hopefully enjoying these videos are not subscribed at all. I don't know if you remember, but from my video I did on what I made on YouTube this last year, you know how important it is to subscribe to the channels that you are watching. It really does help boost this channel to the top of YouTube, as Vivian Tries would say. But more than that, it helps Editor John and I be able to afford to make the content that you are enjoying. So, do me a favor and double make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And if you're not, please subscribe. All right, enough said. Let's get back into it. Okay, so it's early in the morning and it's still GD hot out. It's like 9 a.m. and it's 84 degrees. And by noon, it's gonna be 98. So I'm out here, battery is charged and in my chainsaw. So I was just perusing the user manual, and we do have to make sure that our tank is filled with oil, which came with the chainsaw. Oil tank cap is number 6, which is, oh, right here. It's this one right here, this big knob. It did say that when you get the chainsaw, it's not filled with oil, so we have to fill it. Let's unlock it. Oh wait, this whole blue thing comes off? Is this right? So I just unscrewed it and this whole thing came off. It just uncovered like the chain. Oh, it's on the other side. Hold please. Let me put this back on and flip the chainsaw over, and then we'll actually open the oil cap. How's that sound? The side with the 2 knobs, not the oil cap. It's the side right here with the one knob next to like the handle. Let's unscrew that. This makes a little more sense. Oh, cute. There's a little like string to it so it doesn't fall out. Yeah, it's completely empty, as they said it would be. Check plastic dipstick to see oil levels. If levels are below half, then use chain oil. Do not overfill. I mean, I don't know how to tell where half is, but we'll start filling it and see what happens. So I'm using this that came with it, premium bar and chain oil, really sealed for my protection. Oh, my handy dandy workbench has some scissors right here. Well, this isn't a lot of oil that they've provided us, so I hope it lasts. And there's no pour spout, and the hole to pour it in is not super huge, so we gotta be careful. Otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna get oil everywhere. It says do not overfill, but what is overfilled? I've almost used all of this, and it just looks like it's only like a third of the way filled. All right, I just literally dumped all of it in, and maybe it looks like it's halfway. So hopefully that's enough. It didn't fill it to the top. It maybe got about halfway there. So it says tighten this and then check for leaks. I don't see any leaks. So it looks like we're ready to go. But before we do that, safety is key. This is a chainsaw. There are operation instructions. It says we're supposed to grip chainsaw firmly. Hold the saw firmly in both hands when the unit is running. Do not overreach. So they don't want us to like be standing here and go, there's a limb, it's right there, and then try to go like this. Number one, it's too heavy to do that. Your arms will die. And number two, it's too heavy. You're gonna tip over. So don't stretch out. Just do branches that are like right by you. Then it says keep proper footing and balance at all times. Don't let the nose of the guide bar contact a log, branch, or ground or other obstruction. So don't let this part touch anything, because you know what'll happen? It'll hit and then the chainsaw will bounce back. It's called kickback. That's an industry term. Another industry term I learned, we're gonna fell a tree today. So get ready for that. But first we gotta read all of our rules. Do not extend chainsaw above shoulder height. Again, it's too damn heavy to do that, so ain't nobody raising this chainsaw up over their head. Keep the working area free of obstacles such as other tree branches, rocks, fences, stumps, etc. Keep your saw chain sharp and properly tensioned. I hope it's properly tensioned. I was reading about the tension and it has to do with like how loosey-goosey your chain is. So fingers crossed it's just good, because I'm not trying to mess with the chain tension right now if I don't have to. Begin and continue cutting only with the chain moving at full speed. So just like any other thing, I know you guys have always seen me when I use my table saw, when I use my chop saw, even my jigsaw. You turn it on first and then move the moving blade into your wood. You never put a stopped blade against your wood and then start it. Start it, then touch the wood. It says cut one branch at a time. Use extreme caution when re-entering a previous cut. Do not attempt plunge cuts or bore cuts. I think what they mean is like, don't go like in like that. I don't know why you would ever do that, but don't do it, just in case you think about it. Okay, so like I said, it's pretty early, but not early enough to where I feel like I'm gonna wake up my neighbors with a chainsaw. There's a dead tree on my common side yard over here that I want to cut from the base and get it donezo. And then I want to go into the backyard and see if I can cut down some branches for our little art installation that we're making today. So yeah, we're gonna cut down a tree. Oh, actually no, we're gonna fell a tree today. Let's get to it. This is the dead tree. I am leaving my glasses on as protective eyewear because, you know, be safe, safety first. Since we're chopping down a whole tree, they do have a little diagram to fell the tree, the direction that you want the tree to fall. So obviously I want this tree to go this way and not into my neighbor's house. I need to cut a notch on this side and then cut a back cut. The two do not meet. So first we're supposed to start in with a horizontal cut and then come down with an angle cut like we're taking out a piece of pie. And we only do that to about the halfway mark. And then we come in from the back and cut one cut. And then there's a little hinge in the middle of the tree that once that back cut is done, it should just go timber and everything should be fine. Now, I'm not super worried about how heavy this is right now because I'm really low to the ground. But when we go in the backyard and I want to get on a ladder and cut down trees, that's when we're gonna test how heavy this puppy is. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, but we're just gonna do it together and see what happens. It's no different than, let's just pretend it's no different than using a jigsaw. So there we have it. So I'm gonna move this bush out of the way, and then we're gonna get going. Starting, it says we're supposed to install the battery pack. Done. Unlock chain brake. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, there's an unlock, you pull forward, lock, you push it up. Okay, got that. All right, so let's take off our little guard. There's a little button on the side here. So I have to press that, then pull the trigger, and then release the start button. Okay, I'm going in with my horizontal cut. Okay, pressing the start button, pulling the trigger. I did it, and it was easy. I'm kind of excited. Now I'm not nervous at all because now I got the feel of it. So now I gotta go in with my piece of pie cut and then come in from the back. And then we all get to yell timber. And the positive thing is I was worried. I know it's not like super early and everybody should be awake right now, but it's not loud at all. So feel free to wake up at 6 in the morning and chop down trees. No one's gonna be disturbed. I'm going in, you guys. I'm going in. I gotta make like an angle cut to meet where my horizontal cut went in. Here we go. Okay, press the start. Press the trigger. Release the start. Okay, we got the pie. So all I have to do is come in with a horizontal cut from back here, and then it should be timber. I'm telling you, this is going really quick. I'm very pleased with it. Again, it's not that heavy because I'm so low, so it's not bothering me yet, but we will see. Okay, get ready for the timber because it's coming. We did it. We chopped down a tree with a chainsaw. Oh my God, now I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this tree, but I guess we'll be hacking it up so I can maybe use part for my art installation, maybe chop up some for firewood this winter, also maybe just put in the recycle bin. I don't really know, but we have a dead tree down and I couldn't be more excited, and it went super fast. Okay, so far, loving the chainsaw. Test 1. Total success. Now we're in the backyard for test 2. I brought out my ladder and I want to chop a branch down that's kind of high up there because I want to see, number 1, can I walk up a ladder and feel sturdy carrying this chainsaw? Number 2, can I chainsaw a branch while standing on a ladder and feel totally and completely secure? We're gonna find out right now. All right, got my chainsaw, got my really sturdy ladder. So I feel confident about the ladder stability. I just need to, feel more confident about my own stability. So going up, I have the guard on while I'm climbing, just in case. It is, I'm not gonna lie guys, it is heavy with one hand. It is really heavy. Like, I'm gonna use this tree branch to hold it. Which branch am I going for? I'm going for this one right here. It's not exactly over my head, but it's pretty tight in here. It is such a shit show up here. This branch is probably not gonna fall anywhere, but just get caught in the canopy of other branches, and I'll have to figure out how to get it down after. I'm already winded from climbing up the ladder. So I'm gonna get my stable footing, take off my guard, just throw it to the ground. I'm gonna try to cut right here in one fell swoop. All these little fucking branches. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I'm doing. We're going in. So I have no hands holding me anywhere. I have no support. It's just me on this ladder with this chainsaw. Wish me luck. Start. Trigger. Well, that cut like butter. Yay! Okay. I didn't feel unstable. I felt nervous, but not unstable. Yay, that test is, I don't know how I'm getting this branch out of here, but that's not our concern right now. Test number 2, complete. And I feel totally fine about it. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm practically a lumberjack at this point. And all in all, I am not mad at this chainsaw. Do I think that it could stand to be just a titch lighter? Yes, I do. But if I can do it, you guys can do it. And for the price and the ease of use and how quiet it is and that it's battery operated, it does cut really, really well. Now, I wouldn't say that the horsepower on it might take you 80 million years to cut a tree down that, had a stump that was this big around. But for what I need it for, just trimming some branches, cutting down some little dead trees, I think it worked great. And if you don't have a chainsaw and you're a homeowner and you're tired of paying the tree trimming guy like $250 a pop just to cut down like 3 or 4 branches, I say this Wild Badger chainsaw is pretty good. I am going to now use this to trim up the tree that is in my driveway so that I can find a good branch for my art piece that I want to do. And then once I'm done with that, I'll show you guys and we'll see. Not only are we lumberjacks, but we're like art people too. Just saying, with the chainsaw. Okay, so I went through all of the dead tree branches and I think I found the perfect branch for the art installation. Let me show you. Okay, it's gonna be really, really hard to tell, but I already built my frames, and so just laying them on top of this branch, you can kind of get the vibe on how it's all gonna look. So my plan is I'm going to cut where I think it should be cut. I'm gonna make sure all the bases are really, really flat. And then from the bottom up, I'm gonna wood glue and screw up, and then wood glue and screw down. And some branches, I might have to tack with a little finishing nail, but we're gonna make this work, and I think it's gonna be amazing. Thank you, chainsaw. All right, so here's where I am. I've strategically cut all of my branches and placed them in. They're just sitting in. I haven't secured them in at all. I'm clearly gonna have to strategically break off the top pieces to make them look natural. But yeah, I think this looks amazing. Now, it's already 11:30 in the morning and it's 98 degrees out right now. So I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow and finish this. And that's when you'll get to see it for the final reveal. Yay! Okay, so I don't have it hanging yet, but our chainsaw art installation is done and it looks really good. I brought it inside and I have it laying on the floor, so you're gonna get the final reveal on the floor. I mean, sorry. It still looks good though. So are you ready for the final reveal? Because here it comes. Dun, 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 dun. Look at it. I'm trying to give you the bird's eye view of what it will look like. Just picture the floor is a wall and this is what it is going to look like. How awesome. Can't nobody tell me this does not look exactly like the photo inspiration. Can't nobody tell me. And we did it with a tree that we chopped down with our chainsaw. It's amazing. Well, we did it. And today, well, technically yesterday, was a great day to use this chainsaw. I am super excited that the people over at Wild Badger reached out to me and asked if they could send me this, because I'll tell you what, I love me this chainsaw. Now, I was complaining about how heavy it was, so I had editor John bring me over his scale because I don't own one. So I'm gonna weigh it really quickly because according to their Amazon store page, this weighs 15 pounds. And I'm not sure if it weighs 15 pounds with or without the battery in it. So I'm gonna put it on the scale and we're gonna see right now. Popping it on. Okay, I must be really weak because this scale says it weighs 11.6 pounds. It felt way heavier to me, I'm just saying. So yeah, I don't know. Is it like the weather when you go to the weather app and it's like real degrees are 90, but feels like 93? Maybe that's what this chainsaw is. It's real weight with the battery in it, no less. I kept the battery in, it's right there. Real weight is 11.6 pounds. Feels like 15, I'm just saying. However, even though it felt heavy to me, I was still able to climb a ladder, chop down a limb with ease. We chopped down an entire dead tree and made an amazing art piece, if I do say so myself. Now, if you want to see this art piece hung, you got to come back for Friday's video because, spoiler alert, I'm redoing Davis's room and this is getting hung in that room. I can't hang it right now because I'm not done doing Davis's room. So come back on Friday and you'll see this hung. So I guess all in all, if you need a chainsaw, I will link this chainsaw's Amazon page in the description box below. So if you're interested, I think the price of $171 is not too bad, especially when you go and price other chainsaws, you know, locally. This is plenty enough for me and what I need it for. Believe you me, I've got more limbs to chop down and I'm gonna use this puppy every single time. I'm pretty pleased with it. I don't think I have a bad thing to say about it other than instead of 11.6 pounds, could you maybe like get the poundage down to like 8? That way it feels like 10. I'm just saying. Cause yeah, I've never felt so weak before in my life now that I know that it's only 11 pounds. Jiminy Christmas. I guess I better go take a pole class here. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring that notification bell so that you are alerted to all of the DIY Wednesday videos I push out, which is every other Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends. And as always, thanks for hanging out.